good evening to all of you. I am so excited to be here and be a part of this virtual meeting. It's such an exciting time, and I know you're all working so hard. I want to say thank you to the virtual club and to President Catherine Barranco for all that you do. It's just an amazing time. I want to give a shout out to everyone that's working so hard, whether you're making Trump talk calls or you're working on other candidates or doorbelling. Just keep up the work. So I was asked to talk a little bit about our structure, who we are, what we do. And I always love doing that because it's so important. And we all need our elevator speech about who we are. We all need that bigger speech. And we need to point members and potential members in the direction of this wonderful organization. There's a reason that we continue to be the largest grassroots organization since 1938. We are so successful. It's because we have built on a firm foundation and received initial support from the RNC when we got started way back when in 1938. We have excellent bylaws that have stood the test of time. And they are like our Constitution, they just stood the test of time. We have a firm foundation, and we've established programs that allow women to thrive and be empowered politically. And our purposes are laid out in our bylaws and our mission statement. And that has made us the most effective as Republican women nationwide. First of all, we provide resources for training. We encourage women to run. We actively support candidates from the courthouse to the White House. We work with Republican groups like the YRs, the TARs, the CRs, and the RNC especially. And we join forces with them like we are doing now. And our President, Julie Harris, has put together a great collaboration with the RNC this year with the strike forces and the Trump talks and just lots of virtual meetings with high-profile Republicans. And in addition to that, we support the Republican Party principles. So those are those main missions that you can go to your bylaws, and I've just kind of put them in my own words, and you can develop your own words for that. In addition to that, we are so unique from any other organization with the committees that give us an opportunity to share our individual talents. Committees like literacy, armed forces, armed services, caring for America, they allow our women to grow politically. And it's a win-win situation because it also allows us to be out in the community, reaching out. And when we're doing that, we're encouraging and we're bringing in more members. For example, in my state of Washington, the Caring for America project focuses on agriculture. And every state has a different Caring for America project, but it is based on what works for your state. During this recent convention, we had a panel of Republican women and others that shared their experiences as farmers. The theme was apples to wheat. And one of our past presidents, Roxanne Hussman, has an apple farm in Sultan, Washington. Roxanne balances politics with farming responsibilities. We all balance with our businesses, with our families, homeschooling, whatever it is that we do. And so Caring for America is a magnificent way to promote our organization, but just one of many. No other women's organization can boast the diversity of membership that we have as well. No other women's organization provides all the resources to empower women politically. And no other women's organization welcomes members from 18 to 100 plus in all walks of life. I started out in the GOP, and I learned of the Republican women while I was serving as a state committee woman. I realized that the Republican women was a perfect place for women to gain political expertise, to be with a group of women and feel comfortable to grow. In 1936, Marion Martin was the RNC assistant chair, and she, like many of us, saw the potential of bringing together thousands of Republican women across our nation and forming a national federation. That's how we got started. We're no longer an auxiliary of the RNC. As you all know, we're our own independent organization. We offer membership in a local club, a state, and national level. Who else does that? Her vision made it possible for us to do that. When you join a club, you join the state and the national. And we need to get that message out to our potential members and to our members. Republican women are recognized as the leaders. We're recognized as the go-to women. We are the ones that help elect Republicans and train women. And Republicans, our Republican leaders know this. Republicans like Mike Huckabee and Senator John Kennedy, they have reminded our fellow RNC friends that there wouldn't be a Republican Party without the National Federation of Republican Women. Republican women were recognized by the RNC in their 1872 platform. So even in the beginning, they have recognized the potential and the power that we bring to the Republican Party. In the 1990s, I was part of a group that formed to promote conservative values and help families facing liberal policies in their schools and state. And even though we were able to accomplish much, educating, motivating, encouraging others, there is no comparison to what can be accomplished when local clubs, state federations, and national federations join together. That's why we are such a force, not separately, but all working independently in our local communities and our states and nationally, but also collaborating together. And the National Federation sharing resources in your state federations. Especially during this critical election, Republicans are hard at work at all states. I just love seeing the posts on social media. Today, our political director and a woman from Arkansas and the president from Oklahoma, we're all out doorbelling in Georgia. I mean, how cool is that? And I know South Dakota has been one of those states, not just in this election, but in past elections, or you visited your sisters in other states and hit the pavement for them. That's why we are so successful as Republican women. But our new members sometimes and our current members don't necessarily know about that whole picture. Sometimes you come into a local club and you think you're just there, the local club, like that organization that I formed, and you're not aware of everything else that's available to you. So it's so important for the local clubs, if you're a local president, to have information available. Have something, if you have a flyer or your website, so that they know about the NFRW and they know about their state federation, and the same as the state federation. I think most state federations do that because they're part of the national board and they understand that they need to have a link on their website. I mean, we have so many resources. I was just checking out the website here recently just to see what's new, and there's everything. If you're a treasurer, if you're a committee chair, state president, whoever you are, there's information for you. So when we unite, we win. And we only have 12 days till the election, ladies. That's it. It's looking really good, but we've got to swamp the vote. We've got to make sure everyone that can vote early votes early. And we have to get out that vote, because when it's done, it's done. And it's coming up quick. So my prayer for all of you is I want you to stay strong and be healthy and persevere until we get to election day and beyond. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your commitment and your sacrifice.